Nene has a history of trying to control everyone around her. She tried to control Marlo. She's tried to control Cynthia. She's tried to control everybody. She's nothing but a dictator. But what I do know is Nene is controlling. She's manipulative, and she plays dirty.
It looks like Kenya Moore is weighing in on this battle with Nene Leakes, and guess whose side she's on? We're gonna take a look at that right now.
Given that's how we live it, don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in the business.
This is your boy Richie Scott, and I'm back with another video. Now we're gonna be weighing in today on the ongoing saga of Nene Leakes versus the rest of the cast of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 11, y'all, and we're heading into the reunion. And as you guys know, Nene has been beefing with not only Porsha, but Cynthia and Kandi in the streets. Let me tell y'all something. This beef is so epic right now, and I am so here for it. It's getting all levels of messy, and I have no idea what's about to happen next, but it looks like now Kenya Moore has weighed in on exactly how she feels about this whole situation and whose side she's on. But before we get into that, let's take a look back. As you guys will remember, Nene and Kenya have had an interesting relationship and dynamic throughout the seasons. Back in season 6 and season 7, they were beefing heavy. I mean, heavy. Okay, so what's interesting that back then, they were arguing over a friendship with Marlo. Now, Marlo and Kenya Moore can't even stand to be in the same room with each other, which is so interesting. But the dynamic between Nene and Kenya, particularly at the season 10 reunion, seemed to be pretty decent. I mean, the two of them even tag teamed together to take down Kim Zolciak. Y'all remember how epic that was. They were sitting right beside each other on the couch. Actually, Kenya moved from her side of the couch to Nene's side of the couch to sit right beside her. So they, all seemed to be well. Now, something happened in between season 10 and season 11, and Nene gives us a little bit of a breakdown on exactly what happened from her perspective.
I was mad, and they don't know why I was mad, because Cynthia invited Kenya to her Seagram's event, so Nene got mad. I love how these girls just try to put that together. That's what they rocking with, and that's how they say that goes. But that's not even close to what happened. Okay, you guys will have to see the finale to see what happened. But I have never, be very clear, I've never cared about Cynthia being friends with Kenya. Never have I ever cared. Trust me on that. Cynthia and I have had a friendship outside of the show. I've never cared if she was friends with her, ever. And if she told you the truth, she would tell you that I never cared, okay? Never have I cared. I think the public has tried to make it out of a big deal. Some of these girls have joined forces and wanted to try and make it out of a big deal. But if you remember last year at the reunion, actually Kenya and I Kenya moved out of her seat and sat beside me. And together, we got Kim together, okay? And we took many pictures together, which I have in my phone, I can show you. And we talked immediately after reunion, so we didn't have no issues. She obviously was pregnant, and she reached out to me several times during her pregnancy, talking about, she might have felt sick or whatever questions she had. She even reached out to me, asked me about a dress that I wore, saying that she wanted me to give it to her to wear, during her pregnancy, all that kind of stuff. So that was never an issue. That whole thing that happened on Instagram, that was all created by the three who are in an alliance together. If you pay close attention, you will see that it's an alliance.
Okay, so we got Nene's take on the situation, and she seems a little bit clueless as to what really has gone on. I mean, we also know that, Kenya apparently did not invite Nene to her baby shower, so I'm not necessarily sure what's happened. What we do know is that the two of them are currently at odds. And as you will recall, everything that's going on between Porsha and Nene, Cynthia and Nene, Eva and Nene, and also Nene and Kandi to a small degree, although I feel like Kandi has stayed mostly kind of silent on the matter, other than addressing her on Watch What Happens Live, saying she doesn't care that Nene unfollowed her. But now Kenya Moore is finally weighing in what can only be considered as Kenya Moore shade. And here it is, like, you just gotta, You just gotta love Kenya more. I mean, you really, really do. I mean, she says very little, but she says a whole lot with this. And she's also advertising her product, which is also kind of crazy. So I want to know what you guys think. What's the real beef between Nene and Kenya? Because I really feel, honestly, I feel like I really don't know what it is, but I know exactly whose side Kenya is on in this battle, and it's clearly Cynthia, Porsha, and Kandi. So I'm interested to see how this all plays out, but I can guarantee you this. Kenya Moore will definitely be back for season 12 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I believe, from what I'm hearing on the streets, is that the ladies who are currently all embroiled in a bitter battle online have all been offered contracts back for next year. So that would sound like Nene Leakes, Porsha Williams, Cynthia Bailey, Kenya Moore, Kandi, and Eva. I would not be surprised if we see those 6 ladies back with an additional 7th, and I'm betting it's Tanya. So you guys let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think this whole beef is really about? And do you think they'll get past it in season 12? It's not looking too good for anybody at this moment. And Nene's gonna need some allies. And we know that we'll have Marlo coming back. If you guys are a fan of Nene's, definitely follow her YouTube page. It's always interesting. She's always got some great stuff on there. And she really gives you her thoughts and opinions on everything that's going on with the show and all of her new ventures. So follow that page. You guys also will subscribe to my page as well, because I'm giving you news and information on all of these subjects and so much more on a daily basis. So hit the notification bell, because sometimes I'm dropping 3 videos in one day. So you guys just have to keep up with the news as it comes out. And I will see you guys in the next.
That's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system. It's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in the business.